Um, a great NFL rivalry, I guess you could say.
Jalen, it seems like between this week and last week, and even with your own performance against the Cardinals, it felt like you were kind of on a mission personally to make sure that, regardless of the circumstances of the secondary injury-wise, that there wouldn't be any drop-off. I guess what's behind that mindset for you, and why was that really good?
Yeah, I talked about it a little bit last week. Just I want to make sure that like we don't lose a step. So everybody in the secondary is strong, and being one of the leaders in the room, want to make sure that my game is strong so they can feed off of my confidence and my energy and my play out there.
With first few games, you guys played quarterbacks that could move around and kind of extend plays.
Mm-hmm.
This week, you're getting a guy who you have experience against, but it's a different kind of quarterback. What's kind of challenge, if any, is that for you? And do you like it better that he's a guy that's probably just going to try and get the ball out quick?
It's different. I mean, even though we played like some mobile quarterbacks, they've all been a little bit different, just in their play styles. And Jimmy's definitely different than them. I'm not gonna say like I like it better or worse. It doesn't really matter to me personally. I think he does a good job leading their team. Like whatever people want to say about Jimmy, like he's been successful with them when he's been playing, and he's done a good job leading them. So that's what that is. So yeah, we know that part, we respect that, but it is what it is. We're gonna play our game.
Well, in talking with some of the guys in the front, they were talking about because traditionally against you guys, they try and get the ball out so quick that it presents them with challenges in terms of their rush. For defensive backs, how does that play out? When they're not taking a lot of time with drops and stuff like that.
It just depends. I mean, it's a lot that goes into it, right? Like depends on our coverage, depends on our technique that we're using, depends on like what we're trying to accomplish in that moment on that play. So I don't know if I can really give you like a solid answer. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You've known Nick Scott for a few years now, and I just watched his growth. And what has that been like for you, and how would you kind of describe where he's at now versus where he was a couple years ago?
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes just from his mindset. He has an amazing mindset, like a very similar mindset to that I have out there. When you want to go out there, you want to make as many plays as you can make for the team. Like you want to be great, like you want to be a tone setter, right, and a game changer, and that's the mindset he has. And when I first got here, like I joke with him about this sometimes, even now, like he didn't have that mindset as much or he had that mindset, but it was only for special teams. Like he never looked at himself as like, man, I'm like an actual really good safety. Like I could be a really good safety for this team. And as soon as he started to actually like be like, no, I'm more than just a special teams player. I can do whatever really I put my mind to and just work for. Like it all started to come to life for him, honestly. So like once he got those opportunities, he was ready for it, and he seized those moments. And now we see him doing what he's doing now and making a lot of plays and being like a leader in our secondary.
With the safeties being able to play not just from depth, but kind of predictive in a way, like a couple of those plays last year, especially late in the season, and the big interception he had too that Weddle kind of diagnosed in the huddle. When guys have that freedom to kind of go to what they see and have that instinct, what does that do for confidence? Especially, I mean, you've been doing it for years, but guys maybe who are kind of arriving on the scene.
It does a lot. It can do a lot, honestly. And I think it's really like when technique meets the opportunity. Like when it meets with the opportunity that comes, and then you seize that opportunity, and you see like, okay, I will get these opportunities, and if I'm doing everything that I have to do in my power to be in that position, and with the right technique, I can make those plays. Like it'll just build the confidence, and it'll like let you know in your head, like, okay, so I need to continue working on my technique. I need to continue working on studying and being in the right place at the right time. It could definitely build confidence, and I'm glad that it happened for guys, and I hope it happens a lot for guys.
Jalen, this might be a little random, but there's a lot of chatter about what happened with Tua on Thursday night. Just want to get your thoughts about that, and also how much of a balance between a player trying to rush back, but a coach trying to protect them and coming back so soon?
I don't know. It's unfortunate if anytime anybody gets injured, right? But like, there are like stuff that we have to do before we can play. Like I can't. If I was hurt, right? If I messed up my, I don't know, whatever, Lord forbid, right? If I got hurt and I like physically could not play, then it doesn't matter how bad I want to play. Like I wouldn't be able to play, and they would not let me play. Like the coaches and the staff wouldn't let me play. And I would like to think it's like that everywhere. Like if you cannot play, then you won't play. So I think that they probably tried to do the right thing. I don't know, right? I'm not in their locker room. I'm not. So I'm sure he wanted to play, wanted to be out there for his team. He they franchise quarterback, right? I'm sure his teammates wanted him to play. I'm sure the organization wanted him to play. But if he was like in a situation where, like it wasn't smart for him to even be out there, I would like to think that they wouldn't have put him out there. So personally, I don't think like any like foul play or anything like that was any type of intention. I would pray not, but I guess we'll see. Like I said, it ain't. I hope he good, but at the end of the day, like it ain't none of my business. Like I just hope he good, and I hope they didn't do anything wrong, didn't do any type of wrong to him. But there is stuff there's tests you have to take. Like we got to do stuff like at the beginning of the year, like when we don't even have concussions, like baseline tests and long 30-minute tests, like all type of crazy stuff. So it is stuff like in place to make sure guys are good and guys are healthy. But speaking about this, like I think that question is great, right? That is an amazing question. Like player safety should be like one of the most important things talked about. It should probably be talked about more. And then like getting fined for socks. No, for real. Let's talk about it. Like getting fined for socks, or like getting fined for tights or BS or anything like that. Like that gotta like we need to start talking about like that needs to not be talked about as much. Like we need to talk about player safety. Like that's the stuff that they need to put an emphasis on, not freaking, oh, he wearing his socks are too high or his socks are too low or something like that. Like that's so lame. Like I'm so beyond that. Like I get fined every week. Y'all probably know. It don't matter to me no more. I'm going to continue to get fined because I'm going to be swaggy out there. I'm going to wear the same thing this week too, so I'm ready for the fine. Come on with it, right? But, like, I play the game with integrity, right? I play the game the right way. I try to make sure people are safe. Like, obviously, I want to go out there and hurt my opponents and strike fear and all that, but I don't want to injure nobody, right? But, like, that's what the game is about. It's not about the other BS. Like, I just wish maybe I could start the conversation right now. Like, that's what it needs to be about. It needs to be about player safety, like all that good stuff. How can we protect the players as much as we can so we can go out there and give y'all a good performance and a good, like, have entertainment to watch, like, and still at the same time be swaggy. Like, if we want to go out there and look good and it ain't hurting the integrity of the game, like, why y'all finding me $10,000 for my socks? Like, that don't make no sense. It's cool. I'm gonna get fined again, like, right? You know what I mean? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna give all that money. I'm gonna just match the money, right, and give it to charity. That's what I'll do. Like, I'll figure out some charities to match the money and give it to. But like these high school kids, they think I'm swaggy. They think I look good on game day, and they think I play the game the right way. Anyway, I went on a little rant, but you had me thinking, like, that's what it's about, right? We want to think about protecting guys and making sure guys not hurt and injured in the integrity of the game, not my damn socks. Anyway.
Why do you think that? Why do you think it feels like the league places a higher priority on
Honestly,
those types of things?
I have no clue. It's so lame. I'm gonna keep it on. It's so lame. I might get fined for this. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. My agent probably gonna hit me up about this. I might get fined for this. But I think it's lame. Right? It's like, it's not fun, and it's not doing anything for, like, we're not taking away from the integrity of the game. Like, who cares about that, right? Like, these kids think that's cool. Like, they wanna, like, fine us and do all of that, but then they wanna glorify us and promote us and make money off of us when guys are out there, like, swagging out, and then they monetize it, right? Like, the kids, they gon' want to go buy the stuff that we wearing, right? The kids, what what all celebration like little kids doing. My little nephew, he hit the gritty, he had scored a touchdown. Like these were things where they used to like fine and taunt and all that. Like kids like look up to us like that don't take away from the integrity of the game. So I do think it's lame, and I don't know why they put such like a high emphasis on that, and then on the back end try to monetize off of it, right? Like it's just lame to me. Whatever though.
Hey, Jalen, you talk about being swagged out for the high school kids, but recently you were at Long Beach Poly and talking to the kids there. What was that like for you, and what impact you feel like you want to leave there, and how they receive what you have to say?
Yeah, I have a passion for the youth, right? Like anything that's going on with the youth, I think like obviously the youth is the future, right? Whether that's education, sports, whatever the case might be. So I kind of was trying to find ways to give back to the youth in other ways that I'm already doing, like with the education and charity stuff. And I was like, I haven't really done because I don't really do camps and stuff like that, right? So I was like, what can I do for certain kids? And one day I want to be like a high school coach. That's my dream. Like, hopefully I have the patience to do that, right? I want to be a high school coach. I just think that would be fun, like helping high school guys who it might be their last time playing or they might be going on to college, like helping give them some inspiration or some game that will help them like move the game forward. Like we're playing at the professional level, at the highest level, and they're in high school playing it. But if I can give them tips to make the game like kind of the same and make them enjoy it a little bit more, like I'm all for that. So I'm just going around like different little high schools. I said I was going to do 5, obviously like my number, sticking with that theme, but I'll probably end up going to more than 5, and I'm having a good time with it. So I'm going with a couple friends, a couple special guests here and there, going to some schools that have some good DBs, obviously, some good teams, and it's been fun. Like I like high school football, so that's really where that came from, just trying to push the game forward, help the game a little bit.
Were you familiar with the history of Long Beach Poly?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit, And obviously, like D-Jack was on our team last year, and he went there, and Snoop Dogg went there, and Giveon, y'all listen to Giveon, he went there. There's some history there.
So Jalen, you get fined every week for your
Every week, man. Every week. Week 1 got fined.
That's not high
Week
enough
2 got fined.
or what's the issue?
No, week one they said that my knee pads didn't cover my knees, which come on, y'all. If I had on pants right now and I was just walking, they would probably come up, right? That's insane, right? Anyway, got fined for that. I tried to appeal it because I'm trying to explain to them the same way, like, yo, this is just common sense. Like the pants are gonna come up when I'm running full speed, right? Sent them pictures, everything. Like I tried, the pants just coming up. They just reduced it. So I still got fined. They reduced it a little bit, but still got fined. Whatever. Y'all saw Matt Gay post. He was mad about it. Like, they even kickers, right? All right. The next week, they fined me for they said I didn't have the right socks on. They said I didn't have the right socks on. But it was really because I was wearing the yellow tights. That's why it was because I was wearing the yellow tights. I looked good, though, that game. You feel me? And got some good compliments. And it was swaggy, and it was cool. So, and I didn't get no warning. So okay, so this is really the thing. And this is why I'm, like, kind of taking my stance on it right now. Because, like, I go up to there's always a person on the sideline pregame. And I go up to them, and I say, what do I need to fix? And they'll tell you. They'll tell you, like, they're supposed to tell you. And they write it down on a list, and they'll tell you what you need to fix. And for 3 weeks in a row, nobody has told me I need to fix anything. And I went up to them and was like, do I need to fix anything? So last week, I wore the same thing. In essence, I tried to wear the same exact thing. And I went up to him, but in pregame, I didn't have knee pads in. So I went up to him. I'm like, he got to say something to me this time, obviously, right? I went up to him, and he said, you got to put knee pads in. I said, is that it? He was like, yeah, put knee pads in, then you good. So I went and put knee pads in, and then yesterday I got fined for the same thing. So I'm like, man, it is what it is at this point. I'm going to just keep on being swaggy. That's it. It's a little lame to me. It's lame, but it is what it is. Am I going to get fined for this? Do I get fined for this? I might get fined for this. If I get fined for this, Hey, matter of fact, I might get fined for this. So if y'all got any more questions, let's get it out the way now, so I don't get the more fines for it. For real,
I think you could argue this one. I think you
huh?
Do they want different color socks and tights? Like, what's the problem with the yellow tights?
That's what I said. I said it's team color. It ain't like I wore red. I said, so look, week 1 we wore white. I said some people wore blue tights, some people wore white tights. Y'all didn't say nothing when I wore the white tights, and it looked good. We had the white on the yellow with the white tights and the blue, whatever, right? And then I'm like, and then I wore yellow tights. We had on yellow pants, yellow tights. It looked good, right? I ain't tripping. And then last week we had the blue with the yellow. It looked good. Like, it ain't like I'm wearing green. I ain't wearing nothing crazy, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's not really the same. It's not the same. Like, anyway.
Is it something that y'all can take up with like the players union as far as making stressing that fact that you and others have been like ticky tack?
Oh, they know, and they ain't doing nothing about it. They don't get me started on that either. Don't get me started on them. They gotta do better. They gotta do better, for real.
About recording the meetings with officials, that way you have it on camera. You told me it's okay.
I probably get fined for that too, cause they gonna be like, "Why'd you have your phone on in pregame on the sideline in pregame?" I don't know, but I should have. I went straight up to the dude last week. I said, "What I need to fix?" I looked at him just like this. He like, "You ain't got no knee pads in." I said, "All right." So I put knee pads in. I'm good. He said, "You good?" That's it. I wasn't good. Got fined $10,000.
What's the person's job?
Couple more guys,
Who are
yeah,
you
wrap
going
up
up
soon.
to?
Huh?
Who are you going up to? Whose job is it? Like, what's their title?
I don't even know their exact title, but like if you watch when the DBs come out, like they'll do it when different units come out and they stand right by the unit and he just has a piece of paper like on a clipboard and he looks at everybody real quick and he writes something down if need be, and then he'll go, like when we get ready to go in, he'll go give it to Berger, he'll go give it to Brennan, and Brennan will come in the locker room and he'll literally go down the list and tell everybody, all right, you need to fix this or you need to fix that or you need to fix this. Like, yo, it's so crazy, right? Like, in my career, I've gotten fined for socks. I've gotten fined for tights. I've gotten fined for my T-shirt hanging out too much. Like, the other stuff I'm cool with, right? Like, if I get fined for, if I hit somebody in the head, I should get fined for that, right? That's not player safe. Like, that's cool. I got fined for stuff like that. I think I got fined for taunting last week, and I ain't even getting no taunting penalty during the game. And I got fined for taunting. And I don't even think I taunted nobody, for real. I'm going to appeal it, but after they see this interview, I probably ain't going to get no money back. But anyway, man, I'm tired of it. But I'm going to keep swagging. That's it.
I think it's just refs. You can't say anything about the refs on camera.
Refs was great. If that's the case, make sure they see this, because I'm probably have to use this in my appeal.